initially kind of like that East Coast hip hop, Wu-Tang, Tribe, and kind of De La was kind of the foundational music that I started listening to.
Now let's go beyond the Cypher.
Beyond the Cypher.
Yeah. Direct question. Are you an activist?
Yeah, I would say I am, man. Just because I feel like, how can I not be? I'm an Iranian. I'm a Muslim. Technically, my people cannot travel to the United States, and in some ways, I'm just so many people are under attack right now that I feel like me not being an activist or trying to not be an activist is an act of essentially racism in many ways. And I'm not trying to point the finger at people that are like, oh, I'm not activist. I'm just saying that for myself, I feel like if I were doing nothing right now, I would not be able to sleep at night.
Right. Okay. And I know that one of the organizations that you're actually a board member of is the Muslim ARC, the Anti-Racism Coalition, which contrary to many stereotypes, I did a head count. It's mostly female ran.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I was like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I was like, oh, okay. So contrary to that popular stereotype that the Muslim faith and culture is very anti women. This one is ran. Yeah, right. This one is mostly ran by females. So what is the mission of this organization?
Oh man, I haven't memorized the quote and verse, but I'll tell you, tell it to you in short, is that really the mission of Muslim ARC is to bring anti-racism education and encourage the mission and the values of anti-racism through the lens of our actual tradition. You know what I'm saying? So, in our belief, we don't think that this is like anti-racism is something new. It's something that, is actually part of our tradition. So it's using the power of, the Islamic mission and the words and the actions of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, in order to bring light to the evils and the disease that is racism in America, for both the Muslim community and for the wider community. There's a lot. If there's one piece of thing that we can help out in this American equation, it's going to be a little piece of the anti-racism. We're going to try to contribute that.
Right. And like, and that's awesome, man. That's amazing. One thing that I was going to say is, like, because we talked about you being an activist and you see yourself as an activist, and it's undeniable when you start doing the research on Krillan or Justin. But my question would be, why did you choose film as your medium to pursue this activism?
Yeah, I mean, I actually, what's so crazy is that what really I always loved film as a kid. I always loved movies. I always love, my dad had an old VHS camcorder. Like I was always taking it away. My dad would be like, "Where's the camera?" I'd be like, "Oh, I don't know where it is." Right? And I was always trying to make little things. But what really kind of solidified it for me was, when a lot of people, when they start breaking, it's like, you're just taking footage of everything that you can get, so, you're filming your practice sessions, you're filming, all the jams that are happening. And, we used to make, clips and stuff like that. So I taught myself how to, use nonlinear editing, a very kind of pared down version of Avid at school, all using just B-Boy footage from jams and from our practices. So it's that kind of interaction of music and movement and images that actually is part of b-boying and what we do, but kind of transferring it into a visual medium. So that was really why I chose film. And I think a lot of other dancers are, you see are working in film. Alex Nomak at Sour Patch, he's a director and an actor now in Hollywood. So we have a lot of folks that are kind of in that realm.
Old head moment, old head alert. So how about this? Go ahead and click the like button if you were breaking in the era where bringing a camcorder had an extra charge to it. If it was an extra $10 to bring in your camera, if you're cut from that cloth, go ahead and hit the like button.
Yeah, and that was such a dope thing too, because you know, it was such a privilege to be able to get footage from a jam that you weren't able to go to. You know what I'm saying? It gave so much value to like being able to go to the jam. Whereas like now, I feel like it just breaking footage is just like it's everywhere. And
Right.
it's almost like devalued, you know, whereas like we would have our tapes and it'd be like, yo, can I borrow that tape next week? It'd be like, no, you can't. You have a bad track record with borrowing my tapes. You can't have that.
And it's kind of like a little bit with the Serato versus the record. It's like there was like you said, a value in the digging, right? Versus I remember when I came in, it was VHS era. You know what I'm saying? So like, luckily I was in the military at the time, so I was making enough money where any VHS that came out, I could buy it. So I had like a crazy VHS library. But you know, with you guys being a little bit younger, you know what I'm saying? So if I'm 18, you guys are like 13, and you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like, wow, this VHS is a lot harder to come by, right? Yeah. No doubt. So I'm gonna put some respect on your name, man. I'm about to put some respect on your name real quick. You actually, before I put some respect on your name, let's start with your first documentary.
Yeah.
Now, I remember you leaving. I remember hearing that you had left and moved to LA. I didn't exactly know why, but now that I'm putting the pieces together, I'm assuming it's to go to school.
Well, no, I actually finished school at University of Arizona, and then I went to LA to start working.
No shout out to U of A. If you're from Arizona, you know what that is. You know, we ASU over here, but it's all good, man. It's good. It's good.
All good, man. U of A made the top 50 film schools. I don't care about your football team. I'm talking
that's the thing,
academics.
Man. The thing about it is U of A, I ain't gonna say this on camera. Never mind. U of A gets their props. I'm a no commented out on camera though. but yeah. So you moved to LA. Why again?
Oh yeah. So I mean, I came out here to pursue film and TV, man. I finished school. I studied film and television at University of Arizona, and came out to LA just sleeping on my cousin's couch until I was able to get a job working at CBS. Being an editor in at CBS television distribution. So that was like the goal, is to get out here and start working right away. And was promoting my film and doing film festival circuit, and that's why I came out here. He's like, I have 2 rounds max before I blow my knee again. So let's do this. Let's have a battle between 2 cities in Iran. And so they got like the dream squad from Tehran and the dream squad of Mashhad. And all these dudes came out for this battle.
For more quality content from Beyond the Cypher with Illskillz, don't forget to press the like and subscribe buttons. Let us know how we're doing down in the comment section. And to make sure you don't miss anything from the channel, go ahead and smash that notification bell. We appreciate the love and support so far. So peace until the next episode.